Welcome back to Money Talks. We featured on this show Bless 26. It's a program that helps young people realize their dreams through a special mentoring program. Well, this program is expanding. It's now in Orleans and Jefferson Parish. And we talked with Kendall Francis, who is the guy who actually came up with the program and developed it, about what's going on with that program. And, well, you take a look. It'll warm your heart.
I did with this group, and it's the largest group I've ever had. I said, young men, you all have voluntarily, with excitement, continued to come to class. And I said, if you all continue and you've completed over 75% of our classes, because we were doing this over 20 weeks consecutively, they were leaving football practice early to come attend, and they were extremely excited about it. And I said, look, you made the first investment in yourself, I'll make a personal investment in you. I'll buy every person in here a suit, brand new suit. And I wear suits all the time, and they see how I dress, and some of them like it. And they were like, man, one day I'm gonna get something like that. And I'm like, okay, cool, I got you. And so Suited for Success became a part of our program, something they can be excited about. And I actually believe some of them were doubtful that we were actually gonna do it until I worked everything out, and we partnered with a local clothing store. And it was only open just for us. I had them show up at 9 o'clock in the morning. We had an awesome parent volunteer to bring our kids over on the school bus, and the school worked with us on that. And they got off the bus and did something amazing. They walked in a straight line, because they always tell them we have to do things in proper order. And just to see that discipline, they're already out of school, they're excited, they can do anything they want to do. But they all showed up, they walk in a perfect line, they lined the store aisles, they met the Bless 26 mentors, and I've always told them, like I said, people shouldn't judge you by the way that you look, but they always do, and they always will, and you have to deal with it. The other thing I said, if you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Your associations are so key. And sometimes a large group of people not presenting themselves in the best light can have a negative connotation, and sometimes young people get harassed or they end up in bad situations or what have you. But what they did was they met my friends. I called a group of men to wait for them and line the store aisle to welcome them in. They were all greeted with hugs and handshakes and smiles, and we were just happy for them. And I addressed them, and we all went shopping, and we had a great time. The smiles, the excitement, some of the comments, which is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. And when we can help young people put their best foot forward, we have to kind of entice them a little bit. They're young, they're impressionable, their attitudes change, their minds change. Every 5 minutes, they're going to feel a different way, just where they are cognitively, psychologically, and emotionally. It's just going to happen. But if we can do something to spur them to stay motivated, be intrinsically motivated, I think that's what we contributed to. And they got to see a group of men they otherwise would not be in the same company with. And we had a good time together. And there's actually going to be a part 2 to that as well. So when I can put you in a setting with individuals that you would rarely ever have an opportunity to be around, in a communal setting, and we're dining together, and you've already had a great experience with them, and they get to see you put your best foot forward. So they're going to have all these suits custom tailored to fit them as they are right now, even though they're growing like weeds. But they're going to show up. They're going to be dressed in their suits, tailored down to them, and then we're going to dine together in a beautiful setting. We're going to be over at the Royal Palm, and that's a beautiful setup over there. And we're going to have like a breakfast brunch buffet, and it's not going to be much on the program. I will address, I'll review with everyone. They're going to be sitting down with a parish president, a city councilman, all the city councilmen hopefully, superintendent, principals of schools, Bless 26 supporters, and other prominent folks, and some of our supporters, and maybe a few parents that may come along as well. But that is going to be an experience. And now you have these professionals who are on the other side be able to see young men in a way that they never get to see them. And so I think that's going to spur some positive energy. And so when you see young people in a different light, and you see there's a group of young people presenting themselves in a way that you're excited about and you would like to see them, if I can take a group of 30 plus at a time and engage them with people they otherwise would not have access to, I think something beautiful is going to happen. It has to be about we as a community. We come together for athletic events. We come together for Saints games. We come together for our team. Why can't we come together for our children? We can't ignore young people who are crying out for help, want some sort of direction, just because they haven't gotten in trouble yet. And I think that's the difference in my program. It's a little bit different. There are a great bunch of programs out here. And I think hopefully we're just one of them. I'd love to be considered in that crowd. But just have patience with our young people. contact us. Let us know if you have any ideas. And we're just going to continue doing what we've already seen that works with our three-prong approach, the family breakfast, the boardroom, and the Suited for Success program. And we're going to keep moving. Hopefully I can go in different parishes and expand and have people in that community actually run because they personally know the needs of that community. And that's where we're at right now. If you go to our website, bless26.info, we have various support levels that people can give to. They can give very small as $26 a month, and that helps us with benevolence. We have young people with very small emergencies, very small hurdles. Sometimes it's a little cell phone bill, but to them it's a lifeline to be able to call someone for help when they're in trouble. Sometimes you might have to help with some backpacks and school clothing and things of that nature. So they just go to the Give Today portion on bless26.info. I am so blessed with all the people that do sow a seed into Bless 26, but we could always use more, so we could always expand and help more young people. So please, if anyone has a heart to, visit bless26.info and hit the Give Today tab, and we'll be more than excited and ecstatic and very, very grateful for any support they could offer.
People helping people, that's what it's all about.